안녕하세요, 엉클준입니다. 이번 시간 엉클준과 함께 플레이해볼 게임은 킬 오아 러브, 죽이거나 사랑하거나. 조금 살벌한 연애네요. 죽기 살기로 사랑을 하는 건가요? 이 정도면 스토킹 아닌가요? I open my eyes. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I know her, not just because she's my nurse. I've known her for a long time now. Her name is Anna. What? Can't talk? Is your throat too dry? Hang on a sec. She comes back with some water in a paper cup. She helps me sit up, then puts the cup to my mouth and lets me drink. Good. Feeling better now. Feeling better now? She helps me sit up, then put me cup to my mouth and let me drink. Good, feeling better now. Yeah, thanks. Great. Are you comfortable there? Can you sleep well? How is your leg? Does it hurt? Are you bored? I'm all right. Well, if you say so. Tell me if there is anything I can do to help, okay? Yes, okay. Actually, yes, Jack. What is it? What's the date today? Do you know? Oh, just that. It's August the 3rd. I see, thank you. Anything else? I shrug. Well, okay then. I have to go now. Other patients, you know? But I'll be back in a bit. Don't worry. Anna leans down and pecks me on the lips. Bye bye. Start of journal, August 3rd. I'm going to kill someone, probably. Her name is Anna. I don't want to do it. I'm not a violent man. But what else can I do? It would be wrong to let her live, right? But I can't kill her just yet. I'm too weak. I tested my grip strength today. I wrapped a hand around my wrist and squeezed. I couldn't make it hurt at all, not even a little bit. But it doesn't matter much. Even if I was strong enough to go through with it, I'd still have to wait. I can't do anything until I know Grace is safe. Grace? I hurt to think about her. I want to tell her I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I got her involved. Please be safe, Grace. Grace, 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 Grace. It calms me down when I wrote your name. Grace, Grace, Grace. I'm so sorry. August 4. 여러분 지금 엉클 준과 함께 킬와 러브를 플레이하고 있습니다. The journal is still here. Thanks God. I was afraid she would find it somehow. When I saw that she didn't, it was such a huge relief. I wanted to write in it right away, but no, I didn't. I have to be patient. I write only when I'm sure Anna is not around. Not while she's walking around, tending to patients, pretending she's not who she really is. And it's a good thing I waited. And it's a good thing I waited. She came into the room only a few minutes after I woke up. She smiled and asked me how my night had been. I held back from telling her how I really felt about behind her here and about her. I mean, it's not like I can hide everything, not after what happened. But at least I can pretend I'm not planning to do what I'm going to do. And who knows, maybe she thinks I've gone back to how I was before. I haven't gone back, and I'd rather die than be like that again. But it would be nice if she believed that she'd let her guard down. Well, it doesn't matter that much, really. Even if she finds out I am planning on killing her, so what? So what? I'll end her life just the same. If it was, I'll do it. If I need to kill Anna to save Grace, I'll do it in a heartbeat. You know what, actually, Grace doesn't even need to be saved. Yeah, Grace is fine, somewhere far away, without a care in the world. And I am worrying over nothing. Yeah, if only. August 5. I haven't gained any strength back yet. I'm being impatient. I might. The doctor thinks that for sure, that I'm being impatient. I asked him for some exercise I could do, but he told me to shut up and rest. What are you in such a hurry for? He asked me. I couldn't tell him, so I didn't say anything. My next idea was to find a weapon. I haven't seen anything good, though. I still look out of something I could use, but I haven't got my hopes up. I mean, I could leave out the needle in my arm. I connect to the four ribs, but I don't think that'd be good. What then? I can't think of anything. My mind is foggy from the drugs and the pain and good and why is there always so much. Why do I always have to deal with all this? Nothing. I try to going to work. August 5 again. I've calmed down. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Not now. Of all times, no emotions. That comes when I'm safe. When we are safe, both. My biggest problem is being able to walk. Not being able to walk. They've set the bones in my leg straight and everything, and it's healing in its cast. But it'll be a long time before I'm able to walk, I think. Must be I'll be able to walk with a crutch soon. It could help me get my strength back. I ask. It's early morning. I hear someone coming down the hall, slowly, not in a hurry. They sound like they're wearing hospital slippers. Most like it's the doctor and the nurse. I hope it's a nurse other than Anna. I pray that it's anyone else. The door opens, the doctor comes in, and a step behind him is a nurse. That is not Anna. I sigh in relief. In a lot of pain, huh? No, no, it's not that, doctor. But well, it can wait, unless it's urgent. It's not. Very well then. The doctor can be over 35 years old. He wearing a golden watch and fine-looking leather shoes. He does. He doesn't look like a doctor to me at all, or like a businessman. The doctor goes from bed to bed with the nurse, checking on the patients, spending no more than a minute. He comes to my bed last. Okay, Mr. Friday. What was it again? Let's see here. He laughs through some papers and clicks his tongue. Ah, you fell, yeah. How the hell did you manage to do that? Oh, these substances we found in your blood work explain that mystery. Not very clever, are you? Getting high and doctor, you can't say that. Oh, shoot me. And you don't do it again. Next time I won't patch you up, you hear? I'll try not to. It's being rude. But it doesn't really bother me. I've got more important things on my mind. Doctor, how long until I can start working? At least with the crutches. I don't know. What? What? You're a doctor, aren't you? My doctor. Very same. Who do you think operate? I look down at my leg. I'm suddenly very unsure of what I'll see when the cast comes up. I can't you at least guess when I able to walk? I'd read a lot. The nurse standing next to doctor looks uncomfortable. She's holding a hand to her forehead and sighing. Why not? don't I deserve to know? Well, a lot of factors are at play here, you see. The doctor starts moving his right hand in complex patterns. Plenty of factors can change how quickly you hear. A whole lot. So who can really say? Factors like what? Oh, so many of them. Like what? Like the glance down at his papers. Like your blood pressure, which is crap, by the way. Are you threatening over something? Yes, no. No, doctor, I'm not. I'm fine. He frowns a little. Well, you will be fine. Kick your feet back and relax. What are you in such a hurry for anyway? You haven't got a job waiting for you outside or anything? Huh. How do you know that? Oh well, nurse. Oh. He snaps his fingers, trying to remember. Anna? Nurse Anna? That's the one. She tells me. And yes, I know about you too. No need to act. You're a lucky guy. What? Know that? Yeah. When I first found out, I was against letting her care for you, being objective and all that stuff, you know. But she really wanted to, so I thought, whatever. And she talking it well, so it's okay, I guess. The doctor stares off into space, then looks at me and grins. Oh, I see. It's her. What? She's the reason. You wanted to get the hell out of here, huh? I don't blame you. There's no privacy here at all? Oh no, I didn't. Don't be ashamed. Now I get what it's like. He drops a smile. But you can't be thinking of those sort of things. You've got arrested properly. Alright, alright. He leaves with a thumbs up. Two of the other patients are laughing and whistling, and the other one is grumbling with what must be jealousy. Yes, my channel is passed up against me in a new hiding spot. I've moved it 3 times now. I've got to write in it. My thoughts are burning a hole in my skull. I've got to share them with someone, even if that someone is a piece of paper. But not now. She's still out there. August 6. 여러분은 지금 엉클준과 함께 킬와 러브를 플레이하고 있습니다. 킬와 러브 played by 엉클준 게임TV. Damn it. I'm stuck here with nothing to do but lie uselessly and wait. Wait. All I can do is wait. Nothing to do but wait. Wait. For how long? It's 2 hours after I written down those words. I'm looking at the little notebook. That's my journal. I've got it in my... I'm amazingly lucky to have it. Someone had left both the notebook and the pen in the nightstand next to my bed. I checked the nightstand's drawers on a whim, and there they were. Now they were the only things keep me sane. There's no TV or books or even magazines in here. I'm counting the pages I've got left in the notebook, checking how much ink there is in my pen. Then she comes in and I feel my heart stop. Good evening, boys. She greets everyone, but she only looking at me. I murmured back a hello. Meanwhile, my hands are still holding the notebook, clutching it actually. I can feel a breath of sweat forming on my forehead. The notebook is small, very small. My hands must be hiding it from view, or are they? If she noticed Anna pays it no mind. She wheels in the cart with our medication. While she is busy with the other patients, I slip the notebook and the pen under my blanket, smooth it over, and lie quietly. How are you holding up, sweetie? I did jump at Anna's whisper word. I didn't notice her approach. Fine, I'm fine, thanks. Hmm, Jack, don't you remember what I told you? It's no good putting on a brave face. I'm here for you, okay? What's this about? Did she know? I know about everything you see. She leans in closer. Nearly everything. Yes. I had a little chat with your doctor, and he told me all about how much trouble you are having down there. As soon as I realize what she means, my tense body loosened up. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, I guess. Oh, sweetie. Well, I'm sorry, your health is a priority over sex. But don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. She put her hand on my blanket, starts smoothing it out of scent me mindedly. It makes me happy, though, to see you like this again. After how you acted before your accident, I thought, never mind. Without warning, she leans in even closer. Happy, her hot breath on my cheek. But since you are so eager, Jack, I promise that after you're released, I will give you the time of your life. I'll make you finally forget all about Grace. Her words are like a slap in the face. I can only stare back. Hmm, so you still care about her? I don't like that. Someone like you and someone like her. You never should be together in the first place. Please think only of me. After all, we are made for each other. If I do, if I promise I'll be with you, will you leave Grace out of this? No, that's good. No good. I can't do that. Just you asking that. I sure you still thinking about her. She hasn't got anything to do with this. With what you did to me, and what I'll do to you. So leave her out of it. Are you holding her somewhere? Ah, at least that girl's good for one thing. Thanks to her, You've been a good boy, even though you are still so confused. Anna, please. I'm close to. I want to tear my hair out. Anna smiles again. Fine, Sweeney. I promise I won't hurt her. As long as you are do one thing for me. Do you know what that is? I do. Of course I do. It's something she's been telling me to do for ages, since before I got here. She's like a broken record. You want me to remember everything? Yep. Oh, I can't wait. When you do that, everything will be perfect. We'll be together again forever. So promise you remember. I promise I try. No, that's not good enough. You promised you try before. I took where that got us. Tell me you will do it. I promise. I recall it all. Good. We'll work on that when you got out over here, but if your memory comes back to you before then, tell me before you tell anyone else. Okay. Bye bye for now. She hears out the cut, glancing back one last time with that eerie look over hers. I can't tell her. I already remember. I've known since before my injury. I've known that when we were both children. She. No, I can't tell her. If I do that, she wins and Grace dies. And maybe I die too. I can win by playing along with Anna's delusions. Chapter 2. August 7. I can just sit here waiting. I've got to wait, and I will. But I feel like I can't wait either. I'm doing nothing, and it's eating me up. If a stomach is empty long enough, it starts eating itself. Do you know that? I know that. If I don't do something right now, I'm afraid I might go crazy. I'm going to write down everything that happened. Maybe that will help me make sense of things. Right now, my thoughts are buzzing together in my mind like flies around a turd. I want my mind to be clear. To do what I am going to do, and to do it properly, my mind needs to be clear, unclouded. This notebook is small, but I think I've got enough space to write everything down. That's not a long story, so here it goes everything. I met Anna, met her again after so many years, in the store where I worked. Grace wasn't there at the time. I wasn't a coincidence that Anna visited the store when she did. I couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. She must have been followed. The first time she came in, I was at the cash register. She walked straight up to me, cutting in line. An old woman was busy counting her change and didn't complain. Nobody else complained either. Anna stood there a while, staring at me. Then she said, "No, no, I can't do this. I can't start here. I can't do it. There is already too much of that woman in my life. I've got to start with someone else. Someone I miss. Grace." Grace was a girl who worked at the same store I worked at. She was and still is a kind, sweet girl. She's a little quiet, but I hated her. I hated most people and most things. I was real as I didn't spend time with other people. Whenever a coworker invited me somewhere, I turned them down. I didn't chat with anyone during breaks either. It was just how I was, how I'd always been. I avoided Grace too, of course. She tried to talk to me a few times, but then I started avoiding her even more. I only looked sheep. I thought she wouldn't take the times we still ended up working together. I stayed as far away from her as I could. It worked for a while. Then came the way we talked. Really talked for the first time. I was restocking the shelves alongside an old, grish, long-haired man when Grace came along. I didn't even look at her. Instead, I became very interested in taking cans of food onto the lower shelves. I waited for her to leave. I'm done. You can switch with me, alright? You can go help Suji. I already did the bottom shelves there. Then the old man thanked her and it. And Grace started walking next to me. A minute went by. I found that I couldn't walk in peace. Just her being there made me upset. I had to say something. I'm fine on my own. Hmm. If you want to take a break or something, you can. I'm fine. I'm fine on my own. Oh no, I don't mind doing this. I see. Can't she take a hint? I thought then. It's his back, you know. What? Dan's back hurt a lot, so I asked him to switch. Oh, I see. He has trouble with the lower shelves, so I get it. I didn't do it to bother you, I swear. I said I get it. Okay. We went on restocking in silence for about another minute. Hmm. I know you don't like me very much, so I thought you might think I was bothering you on purpose. So I'm sorry. I sighed. Who says I don't like you? Oh, don't you? You always avoid me? Yeah, don't take that personally. That's just how I am. I don't care about other people. If I could go back in time and punch myself in the mouth, I would. So you like me? What? No, I didn't say that. Get a clue. Ah, just kidding. We didn't talk for the rest of the day, so I thought that was that. She left me alone. I thought now that she knows I prefer in that way, but she didn't. I've always thanked my lucky stars that she didn't leave me alone after that. Maybe she should have, though. For her own sake, I hope she can forgive me. Writing about the past has been a good idea. Right now, it doesn't even bother me where I am, who I'm with. And thinking of Grace, remembering the way she smiled, is giving me courage. She got hurt because of me. So I will do anything to make her happy and safe. The weather was nice out today. The sky was blue. There is a teeny window on the wall to my left. I can look through it if I twist my head around. That small patches for the sky is the only beautiful thing around here. That and my memories of her. Hi Jack. Hi. A beautiful morning, isn't it? Let's give it out all today. Yeah, let's do that. Hmm. Uniform is kind of all wrinkly, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's. I haven't got an iron, so this you are really hopeless, aren't you? I wouldn't go that far. I could iron your clothes for you. If August 8th, after the one time Grace started coming up to me more and more and talking to me more and more. It was a courageous thing, just hello and goodbye and how are you doing at first. Eventually they grew to full conversations. When I say full conversations, they were still pretty bare bones. I noticed how friendly she was being, of course, but I didn't push her away. I couldn't tell why I didn't do that. I surprised myself every day by not telling her to screw up. Hey Jack, there is this bar just down the road. I hear it's a good place to go. So how about we going there after work today to relax? And when she asked me out for drinks, I surprised myself further by saying, sure. How do you like it here? Is it nice? It's alright, I guess. I don't really know, honestly. I don't go to a place like this. Oh well, I don't either, not a lot. But I thought it would be fun, you know? Grace ordered a Jack and Coke. I didn't know what to get, so I asked for one too. Our drinks came quickly. They were cool and pleasantly sweet, but I couldn't enjoy it. I was in a bad mood. The waitress had giggled while talking my order, and I took it as an insult, while it was something else just as dumb. I can't remember exactly. Ah, feels good to relax after a long day at work, doesn't it? I grumbled. What is it, Jack? Nothing. I slipped my drink. Something's bothering you, isn't it? I said it's nothing. I'm just not cut out for this stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to drink if you don't want to. I don't mean that. I mean all this. I gestured at everything around us. Doing things with people. Who? Why? You wouldn't get it even if I explained. We're just too different. I've had it rough in life. Really, I'm sorry to hear that. But that doesn't mean you can enjoy yourself now. I, it would be a shame not to do fun things just because of that. Though what I'm saying is, it's just not for fun for me. I don't like this. How can you say that? You've barely been here for 10 minutes. I just now. She didn't seem happy I said that. So you want to leave? Hmm, I haven't actually thought of leaving. I just complain to complain. Well, you can't leave. Not yet. Oh yeah, yes. If you keep going like this, You're never gonna have any fun in life. So promise me you will at least give being with me a chance. You want me to stay here longer. Yes, at least another hour. A whole hour, please. Fine, I can do an hour. Thank you. You won't regret it. Yeah, sure. It seems like such a long time. There was a clock on the wall opposite me. I was going to stare at it for the whole hour, counting down the minutes. Then, when the hour passed, I would get up and leave. Simple as that. But then something happened. Grace was having trouble. I had never seen her so awkward. She was stammering, struggling to find the stuff to talk about. I realized it was because I was just sitting there, barely saying anything. I was acting all grumpy too. That couldn't have helped. Back in the store, with so many distractions around us, it had been easy for her to chat with me every so often, a few words here and there. I haven't hadn't had too much back then beside not sitting down talking face to face. It simply couldn't work like that. After more than a few failed attempts to get the ball rolling, Grace gave up. She sat there looking at her drink instead of at me. She was most likely working up the courage to end this early. In just a few minutes, I found I could stand that. So start talking. I said the first thing that came to mind, no matter. I don't know why I did it. I feel so unlike me, both feeling bad for someone and talking with no filter, or unlike the past man. Maybe I was finally warming up to Grace, or maybe it was the alcohol. I don't know. Maybe it was both. The reason doesn't matter. What matters is that it happened. Back then, there was a part of me that never relaxed, no matter what. No, it wasn't even part of me. Pretty much all of me was like that, like the fist that wouldn't unclench. But now I found I could relax it little by little by little. And before I knew it, I really was having fun in this girl's presence, talking to her, laughing with her, simply spending time with her. What did we talk about? I don't remember. What I do remember is that I had more fun than I'd had in years. When the hour passed, I didn't say anything. We stayed there for hours longer. I do remember one thing we talked about actually. We somehow got on the topic of family. What is your family like, Jack? I can't say. Oh, I see. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm sorry I asked. I'm kind of not on speaking terms with my family either. Why is that? That's actually I don't really talk with other people all that much or hang out with them. Well, outside of work, I'm kind of alone a lot of the time. What? Really? Yeah, haha. This surprised me. I was surprised a lot back then. I never thought Grace was anything like me. But you're so friendly with the people at the store. That's all it is. It's not that I wouldn't like to spend more time with them, but I don't know. I feel like if I let them in, they were going to turn out not nice. But you're different. You're just trying to get by. I don't think you'd use someone. God went to say it like that. It doesn't sound right at all. You must think I'm really weird. I'm sorry. No, I don't think you are. I make sense what you said. Really? Thank you, Jack. I really hoped you'd understand, and I'm happy. I really feel like you're someone I can trust. We went for a drink again next week and then once more the week after. We the week after that we had dinner together at a greasy little restaurant where we could afford to eat. I tried to impress her by ordering wine. I'd never had wine. It was disgusting, but I had guessed it would be disgusting, so I forced my way through a glass anyway. I even said it was delicious. The Grace tried some, told me it was spoiled. She teased the hell out of me for that. I was bitter about it. I left it alone. Strange how quickly people can change it sometimes. Soon we started going out more often to bars, cheap restaurants, places like that. We took a lot of walks together too, and one time we even went to the movies. After about a month of this, I asked Grace if she'd be my girlfriend. What, am I not your girlfriend already? Oh, and that's how it went. August 9. I, a few weeks later, she told me what had happened to her back when she still lived with her family. I know I'd known for a while that something had happened, something she hadn't shared with anyone before. But when she told me what it was, a few of the things she said, no, I shouldn't write it down here. It feels long. It's not mine to tell. What if someone found this journey? I had never imagined she was living with such a burden. When I found out, I feel this. I know. God, I feel like an idiot. And after I told you I had it rough. No, it's fine. Don't feel bad about it, please. You've got your troubles, and I've got mine. I know, but can we do something? There's nothing to do. It's all over now. All I can do is keep looking forward. You know? I hugged her and told her how brave she was for telling me. I told her I'd protect her, keep her safe forever, and I meant it. And I failed her, but that comes later. For now, I figured I should tell her what my own trouble had been. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's okay. I do want to. I had managed to keep quiet about my past. I had only alluded to things. Not I told her everything. It wasn't a long story. What? Nothing. You don't remember anything? Okay, it's not exactly nothing. But my teen years are fuzzy. And everything before that, it's like it doesn't exist. What about your family? I don't know, maybe I had one. I was in a lot of institutions before I turned. Oh, Jack, I'll tell you about those times if you want, but there is not a lot to tell. Nothing really ever happened to me. I wish I could tell you everything about my life. I really do, but I can't. That's fine. Did you ever try to find out about my life before then? Yeah, I didn't. Why not? I don't know. I just never felt like it, I guess. I must have known even back then that some memories are best left buried. I'm sure I would like to remember if I couldn't. But you're fine with it. It? Yeah. Well, okay. Tell me about the times you can remember then. So I went on to tell her all about the few bland memories I had. Chapter 3. 여러분 지금 엉클준과 함께 킬 오아 러브를 플레이하고 있습니다. 킬 오아 러브 플레이드 바이 엉클준 게임TV. 구독과 좋아요 부탁해요. Subscribe, like, please. August 10. I could write about all the talks we had about the first night we spent together, about looking for an apartment and then find it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us, but I think it's time to move on. This isn't the feel-good genre after all. It was a Thursday coming up to a year since Grace and I started the date. I was at the cash register. Grace wasn't in the store. An old lady was counting her change. Anna didn't buy anything. She went for the register toward me, empty-handed. The sight of her approaching made my heart start beating like mad. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack! My God, is that you, Jack? She had the nerve to pretend she'd stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked, but I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss. Is that you? Jack, please don't cut in line, miss. It's not fair to the other customers. The old lady was still tackling her mess of coins, so didn't seem to notice. I don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with someone else. There's a lot of Jacks out there. Oh, come on, you're right. I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. It's me, it's Anna. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. I guess it has been a while. 15 years. Not me. Must be someone. Anna started right at me, through me. I thought I'd either boil or freeze. Sure, it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about the old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. Look, lady, even if I was these plans of yours, I have a job to do. So let me get on with it. You're bothering the customers. The customers were bothered one bit. If they hate anyone, I was probably me. After all, I was being so rude to this pretty, charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. Something like you doesn't belong here. I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. And I gave me a good hard look. So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. And she went away. I let out a long breath. I haven't noticed I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt and I had been right. There had definitely been something familiar about her. But I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I treat her the same way. I told myself, guessing correctly. There to be next time, guessing wrongly. That it be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an. The old lady cried out. She'd found a quarter. August 11. It's weird, isn't it? How I just write today, state like that, and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. I should write down when that stuff happened. But it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact date. Who cares? This is only for me. Oh, anyway, it can be jumbled. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now, but nothing is happening. So when I told Grace about the girl who called it herself Anna, and who called it me Jack, even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it as good news. That's amazing, Jack. She must recognize you from childhood. She said 50 years, didn't she? That's right, from the time you can't remember. I don't know. She might be some sort of scam. I just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack. At least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her grace. I've got you. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Don't be so rude to her next time, okay? I wasn't being rude. You so were. Okay, so what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. And don't you think it'd be good for you too to be friends with her? No, not really. She could tell you about your past. Then maybe something would start to make sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. People don't. Grace fell silent instead of continuing. She started running her fork through the piece on her plate. We were having dinner. People don't. What? Well, people don't do that at night unless something happened to them. I keep telling you, it must be some weird kind of insomnia. Nothing more. Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will eventually, but why not try this? The memory you have, it's like Betty want out. I think they should get out too. Since you want to be scared for whatever happened. And then how does that work exactly? you'll be able to face it properly. It's helped me a lot, you know, thinking about what happened to me, thinking it's not so bad as I thought it was. I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been. What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently, I shouted and kicked at night a lot. Sometimes maybe I still do all that, who knows? Maybe the staff and the patients here are too polite to point it out. No, I don't scream at night anymore. I'm very sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can sleep all that well. Funny how, at the point, something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago, or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it was until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week. It really freaked her out. I first few times it happened, but then she got used to it, or as used as you can get. It makes me feel like realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay so I wouldn't have to bother with the fast. But it didn't matter. In the end, if I decide to face the fast or not, either way it was coming. The second time Anna and I met as a adult, we were neighbors. I was coming back home from morning shift at the store. I went into our building up to the second floor, down the hall to mine and the Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door. That someone was her, Anna. Jack, oh goodness, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you. She pointed at the door as if to ask if I lived there. Yes, that's my apartment, as you well know. The hallway air felt warm and stayed soup-like. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So hello? Wait, her. And here, she pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate. Brownies. I'm sure you will like them, Jack, but we are not neighbors. I spat the words out. Yes, I'm right over there. Anna showed me the door to the right of mine. Ah, this place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before there was an heroin addict. He didn't seem so bad now. What an amazing coincidence, though, to think we end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, isn't it? Pardon? Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There is no way something like this could happen by accident. And I laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Well, you can't believe it's a coincidence, or you can't believe the way we will be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies. Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Who is Grace? My girlfriend. I pointed at our door with my thumb. We live together. My idea was that, in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her, Grace? Yes. She must be a nice girl. The best I've ever known. She's lucky to have you. It's the other way around. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need, and she's not here right now. But I pretend to unlock the door. I was already unlocked. It was already unlocked because Grace was. I slipped in and shut the door in front of her. In the apartment, I found I could thorough. Talk to this girl. Be friends with her. No instant. She creeped the writing all this down. I can't see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain fact of it don't seem that bad at all. A friend I haven't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start that there was something awful about her. That's not something to do. Paranoia? But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I let my guard down that all that happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia talking again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. And I can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurt from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather is better now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little leg pain is causing me trouble. With how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage. And what will I do then with my brain turned to mush? Turned to mushy. Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I am writing makes sense. I hope I have gone down the rabbit hole already. And all I'm doing is scrolling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess, in a pretty unfunny way. August 12. 여러분 지금 엉클족과 함께 Kill or Love를 플레이하고 있습니다. Anna's brownie were tasty. I didn't have any. I want to throw the brownie into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff, chocolate especially. And then, of course, I had to explain where I'd got. Oh, weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, it must be a sign. A sign of what? That she's stalking me? I know it is weird that she was stalking me since she knew where I live, but that she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I will go say hi. I could make something for her too. Do we have any butter left? I want to bake her cookies. Yeah, and then you will eat most on your own. Hey, I don't see the point of going to visit her, though. We'll see more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. I also want to get that, and maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrapped my arms around her. Of course, you deserve that. But please find the friend that's not her. Why? Once again, I couldn't properly explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch, a gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a horrible. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day, in the afternoon, I was lying down on our sofa. I was nursing a headache that'd been with me since morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then a smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the kitchen. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, I whispered. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic stuck to harder than I would expect. It was like with Grace singing Anna all by herself. Some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe and never ever let her out of my sight. But I also didn't. I just stood there, held my hands, wondering what the hell to do. All at once, I was telling myself to go there, you coward, but also to stay here, you idiot. And somewhere far away, a teeny little voice, very teeny, very little, was telling me I was overly acting. Then there came the sound of glass breaking. It had come from where else? I went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all, nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcome my cowardice. I dashed out from our apartment to her. When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood, and Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her, and they were both smiling. They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused. Jack, hi Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, I. What the hell is going on? This? Anna waved her hand at the floor and all the bit of grass, while white ceramic. Actually, there were also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, Dad. Must looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. I've never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic. There was a little accident. An accident. Yes, what else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. She's cut herself already. Look. Huh? She only now seems to notice the blood around her. But Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle, but found no cut there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? And I just noticed holding her left hand tightly with her light. There was a little blood still trickling from between her knuckles. Oh no! Grace's hand hovered around Anna's. She looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They were pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna. I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said that was forceful, almost harshly. Grace backed away. I can still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. We have gauze? Oh, useless. Frustrated, more frustrated than I had ever seen her before. Grace ran up to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. I really shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. Well, actually, she picked one up with the free fingers over her left hand, thumb over her blood cut on the cookies. Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. Jesus, it's not bad at all. Do you want? I'll pass. God, you make me sick. That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it, but I'll forgive you. She licked her lips. I should have left, but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what took taking Grace so long. She must be frustrated, the poor girl. So much worry about the teeny little cut. It's not serious. It's not. How do you know? I've seen a lot of cuts. I can't imagine. And I laughed. I'm a nurse. That I couldn't imagine. It's still hard to believe, though I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? Look, she showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb toward the middle of her hand. The wound was thin, but long and ragged. The skin through the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut was. I could have cooked. Oh, does it look bad? Don't worry, I won't ever scar. Stop that. You are really. I don't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't nice. In any case, what stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry, there wasn't any catch here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. I hope this is good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? No, see. The blood stopped, and flashed me a smile. The corner of her mouth was still red. 여러분 지금 엉클준과 함께 Kill or Love를 플레이하고 계십니다. Kill or Love played by 엉클준 게임TV 구독과 좋아요 부탁해요. Subscribe, like, please. 엉클준이었습니다. 오늘은 여기까지 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 즐기세요.